So I'm here with Salli O'Donnell, fellow paddler, friend, and maybe most significantly a recent, not only competitor, but a finisher of the Yukon 1000 race. An amazing accomplishment.
Thank you.
How do you even prepare for something that, and what does your nutrition look like?
Let's see. Preparing mainly was for my hands. You know, making sure my hands stayed intact. So I just try to do a few hours, at least an hour to 2 hours every day, and then like a long paddle, 5 or 6 hours once a week, just to kind of keep the hands going. As far as the distance, you just have to keep going. And I guess that's where the biggest thing was my nutrition. I found this Infinite Nutrition that I use as the backbone of my race for the Yukon, because it is a powder mix, put it in my water bags, and I've used it now for a year and a half on the MR 340 and some other races, Chattajack and all. I found that my energy levels stay up. I don't get cramps, I don't get nauseous. It gives me what I need, and so I used it as a backbone for this race, and it was phenomenal. I carried very little additional food, some camp food type of stuff.
Okay. So 1,000 miles, I think you told me earlier, it took 7 days and you were into your 8th day already.
Yeah, we were 9 hours into our 8th day. 9 hours, 15 minutes or something like that, I don't remember.
So I've got to ask, I know when you're paddling long distances, you go into the zone. For a race like that, do you go into the zone and stay there, or do you find a new zone every day?
Actually, you find many zones a day. The last day, my shoulders were getting a little bit tired, very tired. And so I'd have to kind of drop into the zone. I could stay in there for like 5 minutes, and I'd pop out, kind of take a little break, then go back into it. It's just kind of wild because you can kind of forget about how you feel, and you just find your energy sources, and you keep going.
Any scary moments?
Not really. I mean, we saw a lot of beautiful wildlife. We saw bears, no grizzlies, just blacks. We had one incident when one was swimming across the water, and we kind of held back to figure out which way it was going.
How cool is a swimming bear?
And it was fast. I mean, amazingly fast. And so we kind of waited because we didn't want to go in front of him because we really didn't have enough room, and we didn't want to go behind him because we didn't want to, make him feel threatened. So,
yep.
And then so we stopped, and then he stopped, and he kind of turns toward us, and we're like, he's a fast swimmer. But finally, he decided to turn around and go back. So that was only, I don't say scary, but we just needed to be respectful. But the rest of the time, not really scary.
All right. How do you keep your spirits up?
My partner my teammate sang. He knows words to songs, or he made them up and I didn't know the difference. And he can carry a tune in a bucket. And that actually helped tremendously.
And that was Paul Cox you're talking about.
Cox.
Yeah, I'm going to have him sing for me at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't know he had this hidden talent.
Oh, absolutely.
So if somebody's interested in paddling in the Yukon 1000, what wisdom would you pass on to them in terms of what to expect or preparation?
Try your best to get to know your boat. Go there a couple of days ahead because it's so far away. It's not logistically wise to bring your own boat, because even if you did make that long trip with your boat, then you have 1,000 miles to go back to your car or whatever. It's a one-way trip. So try your best to get to know the boat. Go a few days early, and that was one thing that was hard for us. We've never been in this seaward Passat. Fortunately, the Team Kiwis had familiarity with the boats, and so they helped us change out some of the rudder control systems, which helped tremendously. And then I did some adaptations to have a good footboard. I found a plank on the track and put some closed cell foam foot rockers on it and wrapped it up with tape and gave me a good base. So stuff like that made a huge difference over the miles.
All right. Anything else you'd like to share with us?
Oh, geez. That's a race for your bucket list. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's a good experience. Everybody should want to try it once, and I really want Mike to do it with me because he needs that experience.
All righty. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.